Nick from Rubber Duck, live in the house of Splash FM. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
How's it going? How did the show go on Friday?
Man, the show was incredible. Splash FM has to be our favorite festival. It is. We played many festivals, and it's great to be a band that can play many festivals. But I mean, Splash FM, there's something unique and special about this festival that I don't think many festivals get.
You are not the first artist to say that. What is it? What is it about Splash FM that makes a difference?
I just think there's such a wide age demographic where everyone can have fun to the same music, and there's no real, obviously the Electrodome has a lot of the younger kids, but I think a lot of the acts that they especially bring in are appeal to a much bigger age demographic. I mean, Mango Groove on Friday night, they played after us, but I mean, there's kids there watching Mango Groove who are like 14 and 15, and they are singing like every single song. And they were bouncing, yeah. I think that's what's so special about Splash FM is the fact that families can come here and have a good time together. There's no festivals like that, So yeah, and also the rain makes it quite special. It's like a mini Glastonbury.
You can't come to Splash without experiencing rain. It's
exactly.
Like, if you don't have rain, it's not Splash. It's that. Welcome to Underberg. That's how it goes. So you guys are from Joburg, okay, and obviously made your trip down here. You travel a lot.
We do. We get around the country quite a bit, and it's cool. We get to, like I said, my office is the road.
Nice.
And I love that. I mean, we always compare it to our friends who have day jobs, going to work from 8 to 5. Cool, we might be on the road for 8 hours, but it's better than being behind a desk. So we love what we do. We get to travel, have a lot, see the coolest places in South Africa that we never ever thought we would see. Pofadder for one of them. You hear about Pofadder, but you never...
What happens in Pofadder?
Nothing. Nothing.
Until Rubber Duck comes to
town. It's really, really cool. And then overseas, we're pushing for overseas this year. We've been to Dubai a few times, a lot of the islands, but now it's time to get into Europe and England. We're trying to get there this year, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Now tell me a bit about the band. You guys are very different live act in the sense that you guys are multi-instrumentalists in a certain sense.
Look,
different.
Yeah, look, I can sing a little bit, and I've been strumming since about 2005.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm a.
You're not a master
I'm
yet,
not
but
a
you're on your
master.
way.
I'm not a master. But I can write a few good songs. The other guys are great. I'm just the guy, But I can't remember what the question was.
Well, the question is, you guys play multiple.
Yes, sorry, that was. So what when we started off, obviously starting from the band, we couldn't afford a drummer in the beginning, for reals, and we saw what a lot of the guys locally were doing, and Mumford and Sons, who was a big influence for us, and we saw they had the kick drum, and then everyone was doing the kick drum at the time, so we thought, let's add the kick drum and the hi-hats. So it was 2 of us in the beginning for the first show, and then our saxophonist joined us in the third show, and we added the crash and tambourine, and then we were just missing a snare drum, and then our bass guitarist joined us.
Which is like the weirdest thing ever.
It's the weirdest
bass
thing.
guitar playing snare.
He is the only bassist in the world, I'll tell you now, who plays snare drum and bass at the same time, and he nails it.
For people who don't really know much about music, it is totally contrasting beats, or how would you put it? It's like,
the bass normally sits on the kick drum, not on the snare.
Exactly.
And now you got a bassist who's got to try and play the snare on his foot, and the bass on the kick drum, so he's literally, I can't even explain, he's great.
Are there any songs that he has to play offbeat snare?
Yeah, he plays quite a beat. Emil he's really great, so he's the only way he does it. So then it started from there, and then eventually we had a full drum kit in front of us without a drummer. I think that was what was appealing about us at first, when a lot of people would book us because they hadn't seen anything like it. And then obviously as the music develops, you can't get away without a drummer, because there's no human way possible that we can pull off drum grooves on our feet like drummers do, besides the guy from Def Leppard who got arm. But I mean, so from there we got Leroy Souls. Leroy's actually, we love him to bits. He's Brahu Masakela's drummer, and obviously Brahu passed away, and he had been playing us for many shows before Brahu passed away, and it was a really, really sad time in his life, because he's traveled the world. He's seen so many things. But we love having him with us, and he just brings an element of experience and just solid grooves and sitting in a pocket that we would never thought we would find. We were just so blessed to find someone like that. And now he drums with us, and so our sound has changed dramatically, and we're releasing our new EP. I released the album in 2016.
Yes, that's right,
and our new EP comes out this year, which we're really excited for. Music's changed so much. Albums, we used to think it's going to last us 2 years. That's all we did. We released an album, we thought, we got 2 years now to write. And now we're into our second year, and it's the beginning of the second year. We need to get something out new now, not in 2 years' time or years'
You've got
time.
some crazy bands that are releasing songs once a week.
Always, yeah. I think it's changed from albums to because of the digital world. It's no longer albums last 2 years. It's now we got to keep up with the time. We got to keep up with the people. We got to keep up with what's current. And the only way to do it is constantly releasing new music because the digital platforms are killing.
Consumers are continuously hungry. And they want, they crave, they want, and if you can't deliver, they move somewhere else.
Yeah. No,
that's pretty much.
That's it, and you got to stay current, and that's the hardest thing.
And also with albums now, I feel that albums used to tell a story, whereas now you don't really have a story album anymore. Now you've got 12 singles on an album or something like that.
That's it. Really people, I mean, if you think about it now, when you used to sell albums, you'd have maybe 2 or 3 hits on the album, and the rest would be album fillers. Yes. Now you got to have a full album of singles, which is just changed the way music is. I think it's for the better.
Does that put a lot of pressure on you guys when you're writing songs?
It does, and radio I think puts a lot of pressure on you in general. I mean, you want to be on radio, but you also don't want to conform to radio norms. So you still want to keep a sound that's current, but it is still appealing to radio. And you can have your hopes up about any song you write. You're like, this is the song, this is going to be the one that cracks on the radio, and you get your hopes so high, and then suddenly it doesn't get playlisted, and you feel like absolute trash. Yeah. But what we've started doing is going, you know what, we're going to write for ourselves, we're going to love what we're going to write, and we're going to put it to radio with no high hopes, and if they bite, they bite. If it goes, doesn't, our fans will enjoy it, then they follow us.
I'll talk about your fans. You've got quite a big fan base.
Yeah.
Social media play a big role in what you guys do?
Social media does. Social media is changing dramatically. I mean, Facebook in general is clamping down so much on the reach. You get organic reach, and a lot of the platforms are doing it. Where you used to get really great organic reach, suddenly once you reach a certain number of followers, they clamp down completely because they want you to pay for the service. Yeah. So there are ways you can make social media work for you. I don't know how long Facebook's going to last, to be honest with you. I know Instagram is taking over. My mother's a school teacher, and she says all the kids in her primary school, they're not on Facebook anymore. They're all on Instagram. I think people are looking for a more visual digital media, where they'd rather look at an image and like, as opposed to reading, in like a paragraph. So
is that what you guys do? Do you guys Instagram a lot?
We tried Instagram a lot. Social media gets boring, man. Yeah, it does. But social media actually becomes, I know it's part of the work, but it becomes annoying. It really does, because you're constantly on your phone. I know Art Matthews played, and he played a song that was about that. We even have a song about social media, about how we don't like to confine to the norms, but we have to. No. So you just got to go with the trends, unfortunately. It's how it works.
You guys did that song, Ain't Nobody Got Time for That?
So yes.
That came from social media initially, didn't it? With that one woman, the house burned down.
Yes.
Like
so she.
Ain't Nobody Got Time for That.
So she. I'm trying to remember her name. Sweet Brown. So
Sweet Brown.
Before Robert started, me and the guitarist, we saw that, and we were like, we got to do something with that for South Africa, because at that time, I know Zuma's gone now, but this was already 4 years ago when people were asking Zuma to step down already. Yeah. So we're like, we got to do something. It's such a good hook. So we got in touch with the person to get the rights for it, and we got the rights to use the chorus part of it, and then we just wrote a satirical little song about what we think about the country.
And it was so well received.
It really was.
It's like maybe
one of
your most identifying songs.
It's still our most streamed song. We're talking about digital stuff. I mean, it's got the most streams of all our music. It's not fun to play anymore. That's why we had to change it, because the songs get boring. Yes. But now we changed it a bit, and I think people respond to it. I think it's important for a song to have a message, and we really wanted it to do the job, and it really worked. And it was the first single we ever released, and suddenly it was like, okay, sorry. But it was like, we actually have to write more music now, because one song does well, and then people want more, and suddenly like, okay, this could become a career.
Did that now sort of direct you, or see you in a direction?
Yeah, we didn't really have a choice. I mean, like I said earlier, we released the song, and then suddenly it did well, and then you have to have a backup for it. Like, you have to come out with something new. Then suddenly you're like, okay, we've got to start writing music, because we were all in bands previously that didn't work. You go play shows to 5 people, to your family, and like for a beer and a steak. Like, we've all been through it, all the bands have. And I think it's true what they say. It takes one song to really make a mark, whether it's local or abroad. We haven't had the abroad one yet, but locally that was the song that put us in the market.
So what is the plans for Rubber Duck going forward? What are your plans? I know you're talking about the UK possibly and stuff like that.
We are super excited for the future. Like I said, we're busy on the new EP and we are so excited to release it. We played one song of the album, off the EP on Friday night, and it was incredible. It's so nice to play new songs, and I think our sound has evolved to have a lot where anybody got time for that. It was I wouldn't say an immature sound, but it was more like a slapstick kind of song that we put out there as a joke at first.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, that's what people saw. They saw like humor, and we were not really about that. We are actually serious musicians. So this EP is we extremely excited for, and we are extremely excited to get overseas. I think we got a great opportunity in the UK in November, which I think we're going to get. Yeah. So it's just about getting there, but it's so expensive. And our green Mamba passport doesn't help us at all. It's just but I mean, we're going to push. Yeah.
So, positive, excited, going forward, looking forward to the future. Yeah. That's where Rubber Duck is at the moment.
That's where we are at the moment. I mean, we're very happy where we are right now, but I think we just want to get out of SA. We've pretty much done what SA's got to offer, and we're excited to move on and start again overseas. It's like starting fresh. You got to build your fan base, and you got to start again. And it's exciting. You'll probably find the love again.
Yeah.
More by doing that. Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, I just think, being in the industry as well, you do sometimes get tired.
Yeah.
But I think when you get on stage every single time, like sort of renews your faith a little bit, and
it does.
You wake up the next morning, you're like, this is why I do what I do. Even though I've got a headache or a bit of a hangover, this is why I do what I do.
That's what we do. We love what we do, and like I said earlier, like we would do this much rather than sitting behind a desk from 8 to 5. Do what we love to do, and at the end of the day, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's where we are right now.
There's a message right there to get you out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, and especially in South Africa, the current climate that we are in, you've got to do something for yourself. I don't think there's any other options, especially with what the economy is doing. Start something cool, start something fresh, be innovative, and maybe,
open your own doors.
Open your own doors. It's important. Yeah.
Nick from Rubber Duck, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so
much. You guys were amazing. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see your show, but we heard it. We heard it from backstage. It was absolutely, your sound was amazing. And we look forward to seeing this pleasure next year.
Hopefully, yeah.
Maybe some more Durban shows as well.
Maybe some more Durban shows, yeah. But we'll see you guys again. We'll get in touch with you guys. How about that?
Absolutely.